Hi guys, because the month of June is Pride or LGBTQ month, and I've recently watched a lot of shows and films on the LGBTQ topic. I thought I'd compile a list of movies and TV shows I think everyone should watch. Some of them I've watched in the past, some are rather new. Yeah, let's get started. Also, I need to address, I was thinking about a place to film today, and then I was walking through my hallway and I realised there's this huge The Godfather poster in my mum's hallway, which is perfect if I'm talking about movies. And in the background my mum has this joke about artists and their cats. In the background on this side you see a lot of famous artists and their cats. The movie that gave me this idea to film this video is a new film that came out this month called Dating Amber. Dating Amber is a film set in Ireland in the 90s about two teenagers who don't accept their sexuality. Eddie gets teased by his friends or peers for apparently being gay just because he hasn't kissed a girl or because he doesn't have a girlfriend. So he tries to force a relationship with this girl in his school, but he realizes it's not what he wants.
I'm not gay.
Yes, you are. So am I.
And then there's this girl called Amber, who is a loner, who doesn't have many friends or any at all, and who keeps being teased for being gay just because she doesn't have a boyfriend. She's not very feminine in the sense she doesn't wear makeup, she doesn't dress up like all the other girls in her school. One day, Amber catches on to Eddie's sexuality and makes him a deal about dating each other.
I'll go out with you.
What?
Do you want to go out or not?
Okay.
Just so people think they're straight and stop teasing them about their sexuality. And they develop this incredible friendship throughout the film, and it's beautiful, and it's almost like a relationship without the actual romantic feelings, and it's so adorable. And it reminds me a lot of the TV show Dairy Girls, which I've also loved. And I highly recommend this movie. I love the actors, and it's very, very cute.
Don't worry, they haven't had sex yet.
Jesus Christ.
He's only just fingered her.
Next up, we have a rather old film which I've watched as a kid because it's my mum's absolute favourite film, and we love Ang Lee in this household. It's Brokeback Mountain with Heath Ledger and Jake Gyllenhaal, two of my favourite actors. Brokeback Mountain is a story about two cowboys / shepherds who live in the mountains, Ennis and Jack, and they live by themselves in the mountains doing their shepherd's jobs until they develop a friendship, but that turns romantic really quickly. And it's a very interesting portrayal because it shows the traditional masculinity of like these cowboy men, very masculine, who are then very sensitive and very sweet with each other. And the only problem is that both of these men have girlfriends that they're set to marry. It brings a lot of conflict. Are they going to end up together? Are they going to marry their girlfriends and forget about each other and ignore their longing for each other? Watch to find out. Then another rather new movie is Love, Simon, which was a book turned into a movie, and it stars one of my favourite actors, Nick Robinson. Loved him ever since Kings of Summer. Love, Simon is a film about a boy, Simon.
My name's Simon. For the most part, my life is totally normal. I'm just like you, except I have one huge-ass secret. Nobody knows I'm gay.
Who doesn't accept his sexuality, he's hiding it from everyone, and then one day he gets blackmailed by an anonymous person who says they will reveal his sexuality, and that kind of makes him realise he has to open up and he has to admit to who he really is, even if he doesn't want to, even if he's scared, because he wants to come out on his own terms rather than having someone else reveal his true self.
I'm supposed to be the one that decides when and where and who knows. That's supposed to be my thing.
It's a very nice high school teenage movie.
He's wearing a woman's sweater and he's drunk.
Well, he didn't drive drunk and he's home before curfew, so.
Then another film which I think is quite known is Blue is the Warmest Colour. It's a French movie. The original title is La Vie Ladelle. Ladelle? Sorry if I can't pronounce it. My French family is screaming. But Blue is the Warmest Colour is a film about teenagers yet again. I think most of these films are about teenagers. It tells the story of a girl who's always thought she was straight, who always liked boys, boyfriends and everything, had boyfriends and everything.
Enfin, ça me manque tout. Moi, il me manque un truc.
Who goes to a lesbian bar and falls in love with an older art student, and it's about coming to terms with your sexuality, discovering new things and having something with a girl for the first time, which she isn't used to. And it's a very, the French know how to make movies. Amélie is one of my favourite movies of all times, and they're just so pure and realistic and adorable and very cool. It's a very cool movie. Watch it. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm awful at explaining films. A film which has received a lot of praise, and rightfully so, is The Danish Girl with Alicia Vikander and Eddie Redmayne. Absolutely incredible. It's a story about the artist Gerda and her husband Einar, and one day Gerda is painting something and she needs her husband to model for her, but as a woman, so he dresses up in her clothes, and that triggers something inside of him, and then he realises he isn't actually happy in his male body, he wants to be a woman.
Something changed. The fact is, I believe that I'm a woman.
So his wife is so sweet and she's very acceptant, and she helps him and she still loves him even if he is a woman now. And it's such a cute film, and I forgot what time it was set in, but it's a long time ago, and back then all of this wasn't allowed, being gay or transgender, and his wife sticks by his side, or her side in this case, this whole way through, and it's such a sweet story. And then a film I obviously had to talk about is Call Me By Your Name with Timothée Chalamet and Armie Hammer. I mean, if people haven't watched this film, they have at least heard about it. Ever since then, I literally cannot look at Peaches the same way again. But Timothy said in an interview as well that people now want him to sign Peaches, and just, yeah, even he himself can't look at them the same way again. And it's set in 1983 when a 17-year-old boy called Elio is going to his family's summer house in Italy, and he meets Oliver, his dad's intern, and he falls in love with him. Oliver is a lot older than Elio, and they fall in love.
I can show you around.
That'd be great. Thank you.
And it's so cute. I feel like it's a story everyone dreams to have, a summer romance just like that. Sitting in fields and just being happy and having someone by your side. The soundtrack is absolutely gorgeous.
Call me by your name and I'll call you by mine.
And I feel like there's not a single bad movie with Timothée Chalamet. He is very talented, and in every film he also manages... That's my cat. In every film he manages to be completely different.
This is how we'll say goodbye to us when the time comes. Later.
What? What is it? Is my cat giving up? No. Are you going to say something? And then the last show I'm going to talk about in depth is a show called Transparent, and I've watched it a while ago with my mum, and it's super interesting. I mean, I in my own movies have a thing for dinner scenes in movies, and this film starts, or at least puts a big focus on this one dinner scene where a family sits and has dinner, and all of a sudden the dad tells his whole family, wife, children, who none of them had an idea what he's going to say, and he says he wants to be a woman.
Dad? So I have something to tell you.
And that just, his whole family is shocked, and it deals with how he transitions into a woman and how his family reacts to it, how his children, how his wife, how society reacts to him transitioning from a man for 50, 60 years of his life to a woman all of a sudden.
Are you saying that you're going to start dressing up like a lady all the time?
No, honey, all my life, my whole life I've been dressing up like a man. This is me.
And it's incredible, as I said. Now I'm going to name a couple of films. I'm not going to go in depth, but I'm just going to name them because Amazon has this new selection called Celebrating Pride, where they show all their Pride films, or at least a lot of the Pride films they offer. And they are First Girl I Liked, Please Like Me, I think Australian show I've watched ages ago, really funny. Then obviously Transparent, Scrum, a rugby film about 3 gays in a rugby team. This Is Me, Little Ashes with Robert Pattinson, and Porcupine Lake. If you haven't watched many or any of these films, please do. They're really, really good, and yeah, that's my film selection for today or this month. They're films you should watch all year round. And leave me some other suggestions down below. Let me know what other film suggestion type videos you want to see, different genres that you want me to talk about my favourite films and stuff.